Forget the studies in science or whatever, it hurts your lower back way more when you curve it. It actually hurts, simple. Unfortunately, it's rarely that simple. First of all, pain is very complex, meaning things like external stressors, sleep, and our expectations all factor in. Second, in the example you're giving, if you attempt to lift the same weight with significantly more back rounding than you normally would, then you're exposing your body to a load it's not prepared to handle. In other words, poor load management. So if you experience pain when deadlifting, don't be so quick to blame your form. Ask yourself, is there anything outside the gym that could be contributing, or could it be a load management issue? But if we want to dig even deeper beyond load management, we have to consider the nocebo effect, which I'll let my friend Alexis explain.
Hey Ben, so while the placebo effect describes how positive expectations can create positive outcomes out of a treatment that would otherwise do nothing, the nocebo effect describes how negative expectations can create negative outcomes out of a treatment that would otherwise be inert. So people often underestimate how powerful the nocebo effect can be. So to illustrate its power, here are two studies that were done using painful heat stimulation devices. So in the first study that was done by Bingle and colleagues in 2011, subjects were told that they were testing 3 different pain pills. In actuality, they were all testing the same pill, which was remfentanil, which is a short-acting, powerful opioid painkiller. So the only actual difference between the 3 conditions was how the pill was presented. So in one case, they were told that it would improve the pain, in the other that it would worsen it, and in a control condition that it would basically do nothing. So what the team observed was that the pain was half of the baseline in the group that was given positive expectations. In the group that was told that it would make the pain worse, the pain was exactly the same as the baseline. So in short, what that means is that if you have negative expectations about something, that can be as powerful as a potent, short-acting opioid painkiller. So in the second study that was done by Koyoka and colleagues in 2018, they investigated whether the nocebo effect could be conditioned. So they gave people painful heat stimulation and then showed them red, yellow, or green cue cards based on how strong the heat was. And then they retested later and showed them red, yellow, or green cue cards and then asked people how painful it was. What they saw was that people that were shown the red card always said that it was stronger, like that they had more pain. But what they didn't know was that it was always the same medium heat that was sent. So basically what that means is we can train your brain to experience pain if it's trained to have expectations that are negative. Just like if you're afraid of bending down, your brain's gonna think that bending down is bad. So that's why having positive expectations when you go to the gym might be important, right? Especially since the first study showed that those expectations could be as powerful as, an opioid. So, maybe don't be afraid of bending down. So what you can do if you're experiencing pain with flex spine positions is loading it back progressively while having positive expectations. And maybe in time, it won't hurt anymore. What you shouldn't do is spread misinformation on the internet and create negative expectations for other people because that can potentially be harmful. Thanks.